Welcome to Core Style. Today, the last in our series of Rex Wax product reviews, and that is with the Rex Wax Medium. Right here, blue jar, matching blue lid. I like this stuff. I'm not a heavy user. I know it says medium. For me, this was pretty stout, stiff stuff. It reminds me a lot of the Steel Horse from Flagship, or even the Just Incredible Heavy. These all-natural heavies and mediums can be pretty dense, but they give great style, and this, again, has excellent conditioning properties. Let's get into it. You've got a 4-ounce glass jar, gold lid, as I was talking about just a moment before. They have seals in them. Again, Rex has just started to put this in all of his products. It's not a bad idea. Keeps it consistent, keeps only one product on hand as far as lids are considered. Good call, right? Product inside. It's this yellow. It's a yellowy look on the inside of the product. And that is, you know, high mango butter, high content of also beeswax and lanolin and shea butter that gives it this color. The scent. For me, what do we got? Woody, moss, a little bit of fern. It's not smoky, it's not evergreen. We're not talking that, but it definitely is a is more of a musky scent, kind of amber and that kind of stuff. Not like a light, a fruity, or a feminine, or for that matter, even flowery kind of scent. As far as ingredients, we've got beeswax, first ingredient. It's definitely going to give it some stiff texture. Organic mango butter, organic lanolin, shea butter, vitamin E, avocado oil, argan oil, and essential oils for scent and conditioning properties. So, a good amount of good for your hair stuff in here. Speaking of the next section, consistency and texture, to aid a little bit in this working, I'm going to be using some hair tonic. I was a big fan of the Big Slick tonic. I still am. I wanted to try something different, so I got a used bottle, secondhand, of this Steel Horse tonic, which I prefer the scent of over the original Big Slick. A little more citrus. Almost like a juniper berry kind of a scent. I like it. So, this is completely dry, freshly colored. I actually like how it turned out, the burgundy this time. And then this is also recently cut hair. Again, Jessica from Rock's Hair Shop in Durham, once again, did an excellent job. She's been cutting my hair for 2-something years now, and I've been really happy. So, about 4 or 5 drops, get your hands super shiny and slick, and then just go at it. Rex Wax does have a water-based tonic. I have talked about that in one of my other videos before. I'm not using it in this sense because this is an oil or a butter-based pomade, so I really want as much slicky oil as I can get in my hair, because today we are going to do a really traditional, just a lightly lifted contour. The heavier Rex Wax products, a couple of the customs that I have, and also, of course, this medium, they don't like to do high lifted styles because the product itself is such a good slicker and such a good weight of a product that it doesn't tend to being good at lifting at all. So as far as the consistency and texture of the Rex Wax pomade itself, the medium, we'll have a whole other video on this tonic, which I love this stuff. We've got... It's really hard to scoop. I'm going to be honest about that. This is definitely a back of nail, scrape out of the jar kind of situation. But I mean, it's not like doing that is difficult. I mean, look, I got that much with no problem. So, you know, sometimes you just got to work at it. If it's really like, oh, this is so difficult, just get a hairdryer, man. Right? And I like to take my thumb and like smear it into my palm like this, to start to get it to work out, start to get it to spread out. And that really helps get it to apply. Rubbing the top of it, just constantly rubbing with your finger, that's another good way to get it to lift off and to get some product to come off into your hands or on your fingers. This is the method that I used with the Steel Horse pomade, which is labeled as a firm hold, which for me is more what this Rex Wax is. I think medium's mislabeling it. I really do. It's a heavier kind of product. Now, that scent is really coming out now. Like, it is powerful in the room here and in my hands. So we're going to go ahead and start to get it applied. You'll see it just instantly strings up like that. And that high wax content is going to give this stuff a lot of resiliency. And more importantly, it'll give just a really nice, you know, firm hold kind of shape and style, which in the summer, this is North Carolina where I live, and we've been experiencing 100-degree days, no issue at all. We're talking like 11 o'clock 100, right? So, second little scoop, not too big. We're talking like a knob the size of my thumbnail pretty much. Take it, rub it out in the palm first, get it to kind of spread, and then rub your hands. Having the tonic on your hands really helps too. Then you're going to have a little bit left over after applying. So the high wax content, as I stated, it seems to pull a little and snag, but not like uncomfortable. Like, you know you're putting wax in your hair. For those people that, you know, I've heard some guys in the Facebook groups like, I can't stand any tug. Well, don't buy this stuff, okay? Know what you're getting into and watch some review videos like mine or Darian's or Spruce and Sharp. I mean, any of these guys are really going to give a good idea of what kind of product you're going to end up with. And then the Western gent, Gary, his reviews are just as well produced as any of the professionals. It is professional, and his reviews tend to be of a very traditional, slick-back, parted style, which is what we're going with today. And actually, so does Michael from Spruce and Sharp, and so does Darian. But Darian's, he's got more height, which is what I usually go for. Anyway, enough oogling over other people with better hair than me. So, one last little scoop. I've started to find that no matter how heavy the product, I still need about the same amount of scoops, like number of applications I should say, but I just go with smaller amounts each time. Like for this one, I'm not grabbing out as much as I would for, like, you know, a true medium, or for that matter, even a light. Like a light, I'm probably scooping more and applying more. Let's go through the back, from back to front, make sure we got enough at my crown. And this new cut that we did, it has a much shorter back than in my last video. You can see I had a lot more hair from like my ear level down. She and I, Jessica at Rock, shaped it up a lot to try to get some height off, try to get some basically hair off my freaking neck, but more importantly, give me a style that was a little more modern, a little less traditional. I was trying to grow my fenders out and everything on my sides. I just didn't like how it looked. I'm not undercut. I don't think I can go there. I don't think I can go fade, although it could happen. I'm not doing it yet. So for me, we're going to stick with this shorter back and sides because all my waves and curls tend to come out like from just off my crown down. So you know what? Doesn't feel like there's a lot in there, but with this, I don't think we need a lot. So, let's get to washing and styling. One second. Oh, Rex makes really good soap too. You gotta get some of this. Goat milk soap, so good. It's like, even though the soap isn't just packed with chemicals and oil stripping alcohols and stuff like that, my hands still feel clean without feeling stripped. So, as always, we're going to my Cricut Pro 30 for the first couple comb throughs. I mean, look at this. Nice shine. That is some of the tonic, of course. Really good, easy combing. Like, this is not difficult at all. And then also, even though it is difficult to apply if you don't have tonic or damp hair, it's really easy to go through. Yep. Now, as far as strength, it can provide a bit of height and shape, but you got to be careful when applying it if you want to get height and shape. You're not going to get some big, pronounced, high pompadour with this, or lifted contour, but you're definitely going to get a lifted contour and a pompadour. So the thing you've got to understand is strength to weight is an important thing with any product. And a lot of new style water-based pomades and all these, they're getting to the point that that they're weighing nothing, but they're providing just huge amounts of strength for their weight. My issue with a lot of them is they tend to be very difficult to apply because basically it's water suspended, it's wax suspended in water. Which, yes, that's what all water-based pomades are, but they're just like, it's so much wax that it is not nice to apply. And if it's not good quality wax and or like nice beeswax or whatever, it's just an absolute bitch to wash out. And I know I've said in many of my videos before, I don't use traditional shampoo. I use a cleansing conditioner called When. You might have seen the infomercials. So for me, high build-up pomades are not my thing. But then again, that's okay, right? Each to everybody. So the comb was working, but I just wanted a little more height, and I'm just so much more comfortable lifting with a pick. So I'm going to go in here with my pick like so. Done. See? If you buy good quality stuff, you get good quality results. Just is what it is, man. I like how that came out. So, strength, you know, like I said, it can provide some height, but this isn't amazing height. I mean, I can do this with just about any pomade, but this will hold well. That's the key right here. This is going to hold throughout the day. A butter-based pomade, as I said, it can get heavy. So although your strength to weight ratio is very much on the heavy side, you're still going to get enough to hold down what is. Like these shorties right here on the back and side, those are holding down. This over here over my ear, this is holding down. My part is nice and sharp. It isn't the straightest, but that's me. That's not the pomade. So slickness. I mean, this is decently slick. Control. Yeah, it's got control. That's what's one of my favorite things about it. The slickness will hold stuff down the way it's supposed to be. It's not going to let it get out of hand. But then when it came to like getting a nice round shape without looking fake or false, like this right here, look. Just take the pick, go in here like this. Lift and push. I mean, that is nice and round. That is such a big difference, though. Without looking like you cemented it there, you know? So I like that. As far as the shine, it's right about a medium. I mean, I sometimes and often do use tonic if I want to amp up the shine of some of these higher hold, higher wax, more matte finish products. But this, on its own, had a lot of shine for a medium. It was pretty much in the middle, you know? Endurance. So, again, 100-degree heat that we've been having in North Carolina, this held up great. I was so happy with how it looked after a longer day. Hardness, it doesn't. It's not going to harden up for shit. This is never going to get crunchy, sticky, strawy, nothing like that. Nearing the end of the day, it does recomb easily. Although if your hair's trained the way mine is, it did not, unlike some products I've used, it did not like to be parted on the other side. So you're not switching up your whole style or going in the bathroom real quick and completely tossing your hair in a complete... No. You're going to be in a nice, straight, clean, neat style the entire day. So if you're looking for a worry-free pomade, this is definitely a good call. Restylability, I mean, like I said, it can, but it doesn't need to be. It's easy, but it's not, you know, going to completely restyle in the other direction. As far as the washability, 2 washes with real shampoo and this is out. With When, my cleansing conditioner, ooh yeah, it's going to take day after day after day of that, probably 3 washes on 3 separate full days to get it completely out of your hair. But most of us who grease on a regular basis or prepare our hair with a blow dryer or something like that, you're never going to get it all out anyway. So there's usually some kind of residue of some kind of buildup of something in my hair. The build-up quality, it felt soft in conditioning. It's heavy. I mean, by the 3rd day of just application, this is day 2, I'm going to want to pull this out after day 3. Not because it's a bad pomade, but just because it can feel like it just gets too heavy. It really can feel like it gets too heavy. And again, that's not in a bad way. This is a heavyweight, thick, dense product. So, either way, Rex Wax medium hold, medium shine. Love it. Blue label. Made by one of my favorite old hippies. Love you, Rex. And it's just good stuff. I paid for all these with my own money. I would not pay for crap products to put in my hair. If you want your hair to look nice, if you want it to be healthy, be conditioned, be taken care of, put good stuff in your hair. You'll get good style with your hair. It's available direct from Rex Wax, also at Hedgelion, and a few other retailers whose links will be in the description below. If you want to see anything different, please just get a hold of me. Message me on Facebook. I'm in Everything Pomade. My name is Alex Jerley. I am easily accessible on YouTube. I always have it open and watching different videos. And, I mean, make sure, if you're going to suggest something, let me know. I have a couple more reviews coming up. I've got a box from Tadashi at Hedgelion that I'm going to go through. It's just all kinds of stuff in there. There's water bases, oil bases, some out-of-production stuff that's in there, some really not well-known stuff that's in there, but it's good quality. So we're going to go through that box as well in the next couple videos. Either way, thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Stay course.